Keto Diet, Superfoods and Easy Weight Loss Tips and Tricks. Written by Kate Finnick. Narrated by Nathan Rooks. Introduction. Have you ever wondered what to do with this ketogenic diet thing? The diet everyone is talking about nowadays? Then don't remain in the dark anymore. This guide touches on various aspects of the diet and our nutritional standards I think everyone should consider. These are topics and subtopics that are often being let out when people discuss the matter. You will learn more about the value and/or risks of bread and wheat, the basic definition and all factors related to the ketogenic diet, intermittent fasting, counting calories, pros and cons of the keto diet, the relationship to cancer growth, and something most others don't mention, the pros and cons of cow milk. These are just some of the things you will learn, and there is much more. So go ahead and start reading. I will see you in the first chapter. Chapter 1. Definition of the keto diet. It says almost everyone in our neighborhood has mentioned the ketogenic diet by now. The diet promises us a lot, and that is why the keto diet has become more and more popular. When we talk about the ketogenic diet, or in other words, the keto diet, we are talking about a diet that is grounded on a low number of carbohydrates. The dieters also favor high fats. This diet has a lot of advantage. If you want to compare, the Atkins diet is the closest thing to it. A couple of dozen researchers have indicated that to lose weight and gain health, this diet is your best bet. Sometimes people who barely started out with the diet wonder why it works so well. The answer to that question will be touched on in this chapter. How did the keto diet come into existence? In 1971, there was a man whose name was Peter Huttenlocher, and he came up with the ketogenic diet. More than half of all the calories he noticed came from something called MCT oil. This allowed more protein to be free to use for the body. When you look at the original keto diet, it did not really put a strong emphasis on carbs and proteins as the one we are following today. Early studies on ketones began around the year 1920, a time when many were concerned about epileptic seizures and how to stop them. After doing some research, it was discovered that if someone with epilepsy had more ketones in his or her blood, the negative symptoms of epilepsy would be reduced. Physicians still use the keto diet for epileptic patients in our day. Fasting was most often a crucial element in bringing epilepsy-countering therapy to a success, even though there were some who wanted something else. Anticonvulsant therapy made the ketogenic diet disappear for a while, and many had forgotten about it. But at some later point in history, the ways it could heal epilepsy were brought back to light. It is also important to fast when you follow this diet. We will discuss this at some other point. Believe it or not, but the keto diet tremendously changes your body's food-to-energy conversion. Eating many fats and skipping the carbs in the food around you helps you get into a ketosis state. In a nutshell, being in ketosis enables your system to use fat as fuel instead of the ordinary carbohydrates. Because the carbohydrates are no longer there, they don't provide glucose any longer. The liver begins to draw energy from fatty acids, which become ketones. Many people have lost a significant number of pounds simply by making sure their bodies burn ketones and not glucose. When there is less inflammation, the energy the human body needs comes from a more efficient source, which is what scientists have been saying. The keto diet is not easy to follow because it prohibits eating a lot of proteins and carbs, but encourages eating healthy fats. When kids suffer from severe epileptic symptoms, the keto diet is still utilized. The body becomes more satisfied because the most important source of energy has become fat. When this happens, it is because the number of carbs has been limited. For most people, their metabolic system turns carbs into some form of glucose, and this is not just the quickest energy transformation, but also, sadly, the only energy source people have been using to boost their memories.
Sample complete. Ready to continue?